name is Damali Vido, and I'm seeking re-election for City Council at large. It's hard to believe it's been 2 years since I was in front of you asking you to believe in me and cast your vote for me. I was then the mother of a 9-year-old, fed up with local government, and tired of the same people calling the shots, disregarding the needs of the average hardworking folks of this community. I spoke of my concerns of overdevelopment and displacing longtime residents, investing more resources into our young people, and also having a transparent government that supported people to engage civically. In my first term, I served as your vice president twice, supported inclusionary zoning, mandating new developments to have a certain number of affordable housing units, and facilitated conversations about possible moratoriums. I collaborated with teachers, barbers, city leaders to organize a sports league and a host of events to engage young people in the community so they won't sway. Supported the allocation of $20,000 to support local youth programs, and revived our dormant youth commission. On top of these initiatives that have been the pillars of my campaign, I supported our city manager's wage theft ordinance, stood with residents in advocating for corporations to pay their fair share of taxes, was essential in creating a fair process to rental of Highland Park soccer fields, and as promised, have not been afraid to stand up and challenge when needed. In this upcoming term, I hope to continue to support initiatives that make city government more accessible, continue to empower youth to become future leaders, and continue to serve as a voice for people in Chelsea to have access to safe and adequate housing while preserving the diverse fabric of this community. I'm proud of the work that I've done in representing you in my first term, always considering the hardworking families of the city. I stand here more vested in the city than I've ever been before, now raising my 11-year-old daughter in the same community I advocate for regularly. I've gained insight as to how local government works, and I'm looking forward to using that experience and applying it to focus on issues that matter to us most. As the only mother on the council, I recognize what's at risk if we don't continue to challenge the status quo. I want to ensure that when all is said and done, I'm passing off the best Chelsea I can to my daughter, to your kids, and all future leaders. I'm asking you to cast your vote in support of me once again and allow me to continue to be your voice as you entrusted in me to do 2 years ago. Thank you. Mi nombre es Damali Vidor y estoy en busca de reelección para concejal de la ciudad de Chelsea. Es difícil creer que han pasado 2 años desde la última vez que me paré enfrente de ustedes pidiéndole que confiaran en mí y me dieran su voto. Para ese tiempo, era una madre de una niña de 9 años, frustrada con el gobierno local y cansada de la misma persona tomando decisiones sin considerar las necesidades de nuestras familias en la ciudad. Le hablé sobre el exceso de desarrollo en la comunidad, desplazando residentes debido a la renta alta, la necesidad de invertir más recursos para nuestros jóvenes y un gobierno más transparente para involucrar a la gente civilmente. En mi primer término, le serví como vicepresidente por 2 años corridos. Apoyé una ley que requiere que una cantidad de viviendas nuevas sean para gente de bajos recursos y inicié conversaciones sobre la suspensión de nuevo desarrollo. Me uní a maestros, barberos y otros líderes de la comunidad y creamos ligas de deporte y varias actividades para involucrar a nuestros jóvenes. Apoyé un presupuesto de $20,000 para organizaciones que trabajan con nuestros jóvenes y reviví la Comisión de Juventud que estaba inactiva en la ciudad. Además de esos logros, fui parte del concejal que pasó una ordenanza para proteger los salarios de nuestros trabajadores. Me uní a los residentes para abogar que las corporaciones paguen los impuestos apropiados. Pasamos reglas para lograr que el alquiler de los parques de la ciudad sea un proceso más justo y transparente y que dé prioridad a residentes y jóvenes. Y no he tenido miedo de defender las opiniones de los residentes. En este próximo término, espero continuar las iniciativas que hacen el gobierno local accesible, continuar apoderando a nuestros jóvenes para que logren ser líderes en el mañana. Y seguir siendo la voz para los residentes de Chelsea sobre vivienda accesible y segura mientras protegemos nuestra diversidad. Estoy humildemente orgullosa de haberlos representado, siempre considerando los esfuerzos de nuestra familia. Me presento ante ustedes más invertida que nunca, criando a mi hija Nina de ahora 11 años en la misma comunidad que defiendo. He aprendido cómo funciona el gobierno local y estoy preparada para usar esa experiencia para trabajar con más fuerza y determinación. Como la única madre parte del concejal, reconozco el riesgo que enfrentamos si no desafiamos las antiguas rutinas. Yo quiero asegurarme que cuando mi tiempo termine, yo le repase el mejor Chelsea a mi hija, a tus hijos y líderes del futuro. Le pido que voten por mí y que pongan su confianza en mí como hicieron 2 años atrás. Muchas gracias.
I, Leo Robinson, am a lifelong resident of Chelsea, a family man, homeowner, and a veteran of the United States Army. I am presently serving my 5th term as president of Chelsea City Council, and I absolutely love what I do. Chelsea is a big part of my life. I want to make sure our residents are getting the best this city has to offer. I have seen it change for the better, and I understand what the city needs to do to attract young families and recent college graduates. When our students graduate college, we want them to come back and raise a family here. As a community, we have to stay focused on what the big vision for our city is. We want people to want to live here, to shop, eat here. We want commercial developments that won't drain our city resources, but that can give back to our community. And one way is being taxes. When it comes to planning the future of Chelsea, the city has to keep the residents in mind. We have to make sure people can still afford to live here and pay their taxes and water bills. Our families and our seniors are what kept this city going, and we have to keep them in mind. My priorities continue to revolve around public safety, education, neighborhood improvements, and balanced budgets. I need you to know that I remain committed as a lifelong resident of the city, a longtime public official and community champion. I love this city and work to improve your lives as well as those of your fellow neighbors. If reelected, I promise to continue showing up at every meeting, having meaningful and insightful comments to contribute, be a voice of reason while simultaneously demanding solutions when warranted, lead an open and honest government, and always remember that the privilege extended to me to serve means I need to continue listening and caring for each and every resident, including you. I ask for your support on November 7th, 2017, so I may continue to work on the issues that are important to all of us. And thank you for considering my candidacy, and please go out and vote on Tuesday, November 7th. It's very important to keep our community going in the right direction. And once again, thank you for your consideration on November 7th.
Greetings to the residents of Chelsea. My name is Roy Avellaneda, and I'm a candidate for Councilor at Large. 2 years ago, I came here and asked for your vote. I described myself as a person who had been living here all my life in Chelsea, as a person who had experience both being a former city councilor, working for a state agency such as MassDOT, a number of other different jobs, being a small business owner here in the city of Chelsea, both as a local business owner and a real estate broker. I also described my involvement in all the local boards and some of the nonprofits here in the city, and said that that experience and that involvement would be helpful in serving as a city councilor to you. I ran on a platform on needs and issues that were described as necessary by the residents and the stakeholders here in Chelsea. I'm here tonight, again, to ask for your vote on November 7th, and this time you have a record of what I have done in the last 2 years. And based on that record, I'm hoping for your vote once again. A few years ago, we were talking about the need to address affordable housing. And now today, we've done two important things. One, passed the CPA, the Community Preservation Act. That was a ballot initiative that I asked to be on for the voters of Chelsea to be able to decide whether or not we wanted to have a funding mechanism. And gladly, 70% of the residents here in Chelsea voted in favor. We now have the ability to build affordable housing, create new parks, and save some of our historic buildings. We also passed the inclusionary zoning ordinance. This zoning ordinance now requires any developer who builds 10 units or more to have affordable units within that building. That was not there before I arrived. And after some lobbying over the many years, we finally have it done. One of the other things that I pride myself is, more than anything else, is having passed the increase for the residential tax exemption for homeowners. It was rather an ordinance that I passed with the support of some of my colleagues on the council, and with some lobbying with the city manager at the State House, we were able to convince the state to allow us, a municipality, to give our homeowners a larger break on their taxes on their homes. This is long-lasting, and I think a proud moment for the city of Chelsea to have. Along with that, having been raised in a small family business, I know how important the mom and pop stores are to Chelsea, which is why I helped with the city manager to introduce an exemption for the very small business owners that have a personal property tax of $10,000 or less to be waived so that they can reinvest and have jobs. And we've seen that happen. They are investing in their small businesses. They've hired more people. Again, economic stimulus at the lower level. I've also worked to help working families here in the city of Chelsea. Working along with the Greater Boston Labor Council, whose endorsement I have now, and also the Chelsea Collaborative, we passed the anti-theft wage ordinance here in the city of Chelsea. That protects workers who are working for unscrupulous employers who fail to pay their duly earned wages and also overtime. It makes sure that if we have employers in the city of Chelsea who do not do so, do not pay the fairly earned wages, they cannot operate in Chelsea, nor can they do business with the city of Chelsea. Again, fighting for the working class here in the city of Chelsea. We've also helped create more open space. We are right now in the middle of a waterfront envisioning process. Maybe some of you have participated in it and you're familiar with it. It is a look at the area near the Chelsea Street Bridge off of Eastern Avenue and thinking what is going to happen there, what will we produce, what will we create there. Part of my concern was that did not go far enough. It did not include the area all the way up to the Meridian Street Bridge. And through an amendment in that zoning, we were able to include that area. So now we can ensure that there is access to the waterfront for our residents and redevelopment in that area to get rid of all that blight that we see. I know how important our Summer Jobs Youth Program is to the city and that we support our youth, which is why I lobbied for the increase in funding for the Summer Jobs Program. And that's what we have. I know how important it was to me as a young man, youth, to have a job, and which is why I try to help that happen for them. I'm here today just to ask for your vote based on the work that I've done and knowing that I'm going to continue to do all that is best for the city of Chelsea. The election is November 7th. Please give me your vote. Thank you, and God bless.
Hello, I am Chelsea Attorney Olivia Ann Walsh, and I'm taking this opportunity today to announce my candidacy for election to the Chelsea City Council District 2, where, if elected, I will serve as a full-time councilor. As a longtime resident of District 2, I have a true and unwavering sense of appreciation and loyalty to this city and my fellow residents. I bring over 4 decades of experience in government at both the city and state levels, serving most recently as Legislative Chief of Staff to a member of the Massachusetts House of Representatives. I also have the educational credentials to match this experience. 1976, the University of Massachusetts in Boston, a BS in Management. 1981, Suffolk University, Boston, Master's degree in Public Administration. And 1987, New England Law, Boston, Doctor of Jurisprudence. I've been a member of the Massachusetts Bar for almost 30 years. I've been fighting for progressive values my whole life, growing up in the Mattapan section of Boston and for many years in the city of Chelsea. Among my community affiliations, I include my election on March 1st, 2016 presidential primary as chair of the Chelsea Ward 4 Democratic Committee. I also serve as commander of Chelsea Disabled American Veterans Chapter 10, member of the Neighborhood Developers, and member of Green Roots Chelsea. Progressive change takes a willingness to listen, hard work, and a commitment to bring people together for the common good. That's what I will do each and every day for everyone in District 2. So many issues must be addressed: city services, economic development, affordable housing, public safety, elder services, care for our veterans, and traffic concerns, to name a few. Together, we can ensure that we have a strong, consistent voice for our community. I look forward to having your support and ask for your vote in the city election on Tuesday, November 7th. I reside at 91 Crest Avenue, and I'm available to hear your concerns at 617-306-5501. Gracias and thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Luis Tejada and I am the District Councilor in District 2, Soldiers Home. First of all, wow, it's been 2 years. It's almost 2 years. And I gotta thank you, because you know what? I didn't realize that I was so needing, my spirit was so needing to do public service. And it is great. Together we've done a lot of things. We've redirected traffic in areas like County Road and Reynolds Ave to improve the traffic flow so the emergency vehicles can get in, even when the weather is really bad. We've put cameras in key spots for better surveillance, right? So that our neighborhoods could be safer. And we still got a little bit of work on that end to do. We've put rat traps. God knows we need those right now. We're going to be needing them in Soldiers Home with all the work that's going to be doing with the new hospital. We've been able to do cleanups around the city, cleaning up the weeds in the areas and all that. And every time somebody is called and needed something, I've done my best to try and get to you. Of course, there's a lot of you. And there's only one of me. So I really would appreciate if you tried to get a hold of me and give me your email address so I could send you that bi-weekly email that I send with great information regarding things like free vaccines, free neighborhood walks. Right now, we're in the process of putting a group together so we can do some neighborhood walks and watch over our neighborhood, make sure that our area improves. I am looking for re-election this year, and I'm hoping that I have earned your vote. Communally, as a council, we've done some amazing things. We've increased the residential exemption to drop your taxes, and we've done other things like reduce the water rates for our seniors, which is so important, looking out for our seniors. We've done a lot of work, but there's still more to do. And I think that we can get it done. Together, we can get anything done in our area to improve our area and to keep our area safe. That's my main concern, meeting you guys. If I haven't met you, please reach out to me. I would love to come by, have a coffee at your home, talk, see what your concerns are, and see what we can do together. Together, we all have many ideas that can improve our area. So please vote for me in November elections. Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Luis Tejada. Yo soy el concejal del Distrito 2, Soldiers Home, aquí en Chelsea. Y les quiero decir qué placer de haber servido a nuestra comunidad. Es algo que yo no sabía que mi espíritu necesitaba, que quería hacer. Servir a nuestros vecinos, servir a nuestra comunidad, a nuestra área. Hemos hecho bastantes cosas para mejorar el área. Hemos dirigido el tráfico en áreas como County Road, Reynolds Ave, en la Washington Avenue, para mejorar eso, mejorar cómo van los carros de policía, los vehículos de emergencia, para asegurarnos de que ellos puedan pasar, aunque el clima esté terrible. Hemos puesto cámaras en áreas para protegernos y mejorar la seguridad en nuestras áreas. Hemos puesto trampitas para esas ratas porque ahorita mismo, especialmente con el trabajo que va a empezar en Soldiers Home, haciendo el nuevo hospital, vamos a estar disturbando la tierra y van a empezar a salir un poquito más. Entonces, hemos hecho muchas cosas juntos para mejorar nuestras áreas. Como un grupo, el concejal, todos unidos, hemos hecho cosas como hemos aumentado la exención residencial para que sus impuestos bajen. También hemos aumentado la cantidad de, bajado el precio de lo que pagan nuestra gente anciana en sus gastos de agua. Y ahorita mismo estamos poniendo un grupo junto para poder caminar en el área para vigilar y asegurarnos de que nuestras áreas mantengan esa calidad alta que tienen. En este noviembre estoy corriendo para reelección y estoy pidiendo su voto. Por favor, si he ganado su voto y el derecho de representarlos, apreciaría mucho su voto en noviembre. Muchas gracias.
Hi, my name is Joseph Prolatonda. I'm running for the District 3 City Council seat in Chelsea. Some of you may know me from the past. I was a city councilor in District 5 before, and we did some great things back then. But now I have the opportunity, I moved to a new location. I have the opportunity to move to this new district where, we need to do some things that maybe we haven't done before, maybe we have, but safety is number one as my top priority. Nobody should be afraid to walk around the streets of Chelsea, and we need to clean things up a little bit. I mean, the police have done a great job, and we need more police out there patrolling the streets, maybe not on foot, but maybe in patrol cars. Education is another thing we probably should work on. We need to have a great education for our students here in Chelsea. We want them to go on to bigger and better places. We want them to know that they came from Chelsea. Housing is another thing. I know things are getting way out of proportion these days with the rents, the skyrocketing housing market. We need to help out those in need that can use better housing. We should also look into, the parking situation. Our parking program doesn't seem to be working for us. There are too many cars out there on the streets in Chelsea, and we need to find better ways to, appropriate those cars so there's enough parking for people when they get home from work at 5 o'clock. Maybe we need more parking garages. Maybe we need a better parking program. I don't know, but we'll work on the answer. And then another thing is cleanliness. Chelsea needs to be clean and appropriate for all of the people that come in and out of our city. We want them to know this is Chelsea. This is a great place. We want you to come and enjoy our city. And work on the businesses. Talk to the business people. Maybe we can bring more businesses into Chelsea, to help with, the taxes and the water bill and things like that. But all in all, I think we're doing a great job here in Chelsea, and we got new hotels, we have the FBI building, we have a great market basket. Let's keep it that way. Let's move on, keep Chelsea great as it is today, and just remember, when you go in to vote, vote for Joseph Prolatonda, District 3 City Council. Thank you for your time.
Hi, my name is Enio A. Lopez. I'm a current city councilor for District 4 in the city of Chelsea. I have been a city councilor for almost 2 years, and I'm running for election. Little by little, we have been making changes in our city and in our district, and I hope to be able to continue this work that I have started. I'm not the type of person that make grand promises in hopes of getting re-elected. I love being honest with my fellow residents, constituents, and my fellow councilors. I promise that I work hard and harder to improve our quality of life in the city of Chelsea. I have been involved and I have been done a lot. I advocate for the speed limit, lower the speed limit on the city of Chelsea from 30 to 25. I have advocated for cleaner streets, more trash barrels in the city, and for our community to be safer. I also voted against the tax break for the FBI building, and I think that our people who own houses in our city should deserve the tax breaks. I try to work hard. I try to be honest with everybody, and I'm here to work and continue to do the work that we started. I hope you can vote for me on November and continue to do the work that we have been done. My name is Enio A. López. Mi nombre es Enio A. López. Soy concejal de la ciudad de Chelsea. He sido concejal por casi 2 años. Estoy involucrado en muchas cosas en la comunidad y fui electo como concejal. Lo que siempre me preocupa a mí es la limpieza en la ciudad, reciclaje. He abogado para que tengamos más luces claras en nuestra ciudad
más barriles de basura y me preocupa todo lo que concierne a la seguridad de todos los residentes de Chelsea. Espero seguir continuando a hacer este trabajo y en noviembre serán las votaciones y espero que voten por mí para ser reelecto por otros 2 años. Trataré de hacerlo mejor para poder seguir continuando este trabajo. Muchas gracias.
Hello. Thank you once again for allowing me to come into your homes. My name is Henry David Wilson. I'm running for City Council for the 5th District. As a longtime resident, homeowner, and community activist, I have witnessed firsthand the issues and concerns that affect our district. As a member of the Chelsea Enhancement Team, Sector 4 Safety Committee, 8 years on the Planning Board, Chelsea Shine and Beautification Committees, I am willing, able, and dedicated into making our city and our district better and safer for us all. By working on these committees, we was able this year to lower the speed limit to 25 miles per hour in our district, in our city. Also, with the support of our city manager and our director of the Department of Public Works, was also able to raise the lights in our city streets to the highest level possible for security issues. As a planning board member for over 8 years, I have dedicated myself to making affordable housing a reality here in our city. Affordable housing is going to pass, and it's going to work here in our district due to the recent passing of the exclusionary zoning ordinance, which is a ratio of 30-50-80. That is reality. That can happen, and that will happen here in our city, in our district. We cannot let the rising prices of housing force out our residents who have lived here for so many years and who call Chelsea their home. I am committed to making sure that Chelsea continue being the gem of the Commonwealth. Now, I know there's much more work needs to be done. And I hear you, District 5. District 5, I hear you. You want a city councilor fighting against crime and substance abuse that has overtaken our community. And District 5 residents, I hear you loud and clear. You want a city council fighting for safer and more welcoming streets here in our city, in our district. And District 5 residents, I hear you loud and clear. You want a city councilor fighting for affordable and middle-class housing for our residents. And District 5 residents, I hear you loud and clear. You want a city councilor committed, dedicated to our city and district for the betterment of all Chelsea residents. And District 5 residents, I hear you loud and clear. You want a city councilor that knows you and you know them. And District 5 residents, I hear you loud and clear. You want a city councilor who wants to work full-time for the betterment of all city residents. District 5 residents, I hear your voices loud and clear. But on Tuesday, November 7th, I humbly ask to hear your voices even louder. I ask that you vote for Henry David Wilson, the next District 5 City Councilor with a proven record. Thank you.
My name is Judith Garcia, and it has been an honor to serve as your city councilor for the past 2 years. Some of you may still remember me as that young 23-year-old who ran with the commitment to serve and give back to the community that has given me and my family so much. My roots go deep, and I am a product of Chelsea. My mother dedicated her life to give me a life she never had. She taught me that the key to progress and prosperity was the values of hard work and getting an education. Values that I have carried with me and are reflective in my work as an elected official. Chelsea is becoming a magnet for new opportunities, and for the past 2 years, I have remained committed to ensure that our residents benefit from that growth. I have supported progressive legislation to make sure that our residents remain here, that you all benefit from the economic opportunities, and that your quality of life improves. I am proud of my track record as your city councilor. I voted in favor of an inclusionary zoning amendment to ensure that developers offer affordable units or pay a premium towards an affordable housing trust fund. I have supported funding for our schools, almost doubling the amount than ever before. I have remained committed to the economic security of all our residents, especially our seniors, by supporting the adoption of a discount on their water and sewer bill. I have approved and supported a $5 million investment of funding to revamp the Broadway Business District from Chelsea City Hall to Chelsea Square. And I was a leading advocate for Chelsea's Green Community designation, a collective effort that earned the city a grant of more than $300,000 to complete renewable energy and energy efficiency projects. Having that ear to the ground, walking our streets, and listening to the most pressing challenges that community members face has helped me serve you better. We've made small changes that have become our greatest victories, like changing the resident parking hours in key streets, buying a small bobcat to remove the snow from our streets so mothers can walk with their strollers, to reducing the speed limit to 25 miles per hour to keep our pedestrians safe. All victories that have improved the quality of life of many residents thanks to your calls and your emails. This is our victory. It is through this service, through this experience, through this commitment to community and compassion for others that I know we can do so much more for this city. As the daughter of this community, I stand before you and ask once again for you to invest in this vision, to invest in our community, because together we can make Chelsea a better place. I am Judith Garcia, and I am running for re-election to represent you as a city councilor of District 5. I hope I can earn your vote on Tuesday, November 7th. For more information, I invite you to visit my website, www.votejudithgarcia.com.
Good afternoon. My name is Giovanni Recupero. I'm the candidate for District 6. I've been the city councilor there for 6 years. I've done many things for our district. I made it a better place for us to live. And I ain't through doing it and creating a better environment for all of us. I'm gonna be brief, and some of the things I've done, I gave senior citizens 10% discount. I tried to give homeowners a tax break by giving them a 35% tax abatement. I was one of the first one to give veterans a home truly for veterans. I fought for that. I fought for the lights. I fought for equality for all of us in housing. I fought to make sure that all of us can get to stay in our city with a lower tax base and stay without being driven out. And I hope that you will give me the opportunity and the honor of representing you again for District 6, that you will go out and vote for me. One of my greatest attributes that I have is that I try very hard. I never promise anything. I just try, and I don't stop trying. Nothing can be said. It can't be done unless you try. I try all the time. I try, and I try for all the people. To me, we're all people, and I'm one of yous because I live in the same place, and I haven't left in 40 years, and I know what it is to live in our area. Our area was very depleted at one time. It had no sidewalks. It had parts of it was all broken. It was all drug infested, and I've changed it with the help of of you, the people. I've changed it. I tried to change it. I put sidewalks. I put new street lights in places where they told me they couldn't be put. I've helped you with the trash. If at one time they wanted you just to use trash bags, and I made sure that you could continue using your barrel. So I've done many things, and I hope, and that with your support and willingness to bring me back up, I will continue to do much more for our area and the district, which is a great district, and it's a great place to raise your children. And I want us to be like, all of us to be neighbors, like years ago when I first started. I want you to know your neighbor and your neighbor to know you, and all of us work together to achieve a better goal for us, the city and the district where we live. So, and if you honor me with your vote on election day, I will be very proud to continue serving you and to do the best that I can for you, the people, and myself, which I am one of the people. Thank you. To toda la gente de la ciudad de mi distrito, de mi barrio 6. Yo era tu representativo por 6 años. Yo hice muchas cosas por toda la gente. Cuando usted necesita, me puede llamar todo el día cuando usted quiere. Yo hice muchas cosas. Yo hice una cosa también que ahora puede ser. En el lado de Port Park, yo hice un stoplight, unas luces. Solo niños, cuando van a jugar en el parque, pueden hacerlo. Eso mucho trabajo para hacer, pero yo lo hice. Yo hice la calle nueva, la carretera nueva. Yo poní luces donde me dijeron que no se podía poner. Pero la cosa más importante es que yo represento a ti, la gente, porque yo era ti, la gente. Yo no me creo, yo era igual de ti, no mejor. Para representar la gente, tú haces que hacer la gente. Yo era ustedes. So, en tiempo de votar, no se te olvida de mí. Pues votar para mí, pues me da el honor de representarles todos ustedes otra vez. Gracias.
Hello, my name is Chris Haight, and I live here on Shirtlift Street right here in Chelsea, and I'm running for City Council of District 6. I'd like to thank Dukes and the folks over here at Chelsea Community Television for having me today and giving me an opportunity to speak. And I'd also like to thank you, the viewer, for watching. First off, I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a native New Englander. I was born in Connecticut, but raised in rural New Hampshire. I moved to Boston in 1999, and I've spent about half that time living right here in Chelsea in District 6. I'm an IT professional for popular backup software in the Seaport District of Boston. I've been doing information technology for almost 25 years and have built a successful career out of it. Outside of work, I'm involved in a couple of transit advocacy groups, and during the summer I help run a very large LGBTQ event on Cape Cod. More locally, in Chelsea, I'm involved in the Reimaging Broadway project and the Silver Line Gateway project, and many of you already know me as the guy online who posts the pictures of the construction project. And finally, in my spare time, I like to play video games and write electronic music. Why am I running? I feel that change starts at the local level, and what happens in DC may have a broader effect on us here in Chelsea. Local is where the real direct effect happens. Local politicians affect your daily life. Trash, roads, schools, ordinance, and other things that directly affect you right in your neighborhood. And I want to be a part of that change and make the difference. And since we're talking about change, that's another main reason why I'm running. Chelsea is a changing community, and in the 9 years I've lived here, I've seen a lot of changes in Chelsea, many for the better. And I want to be a part and help facilitate that change for the next decade. I feel that in my 25-year professional career, my passion for helping and overall the drive to make Chelsea a better place for all will add such value to the City Council. My platform. First off, I want to urge everyone to check out my website at www.chrisforchelsea.com for my entire platform and other information about me and my campaign. I have many more positions on other topics, and I hope folks will check them out. Technology is a cornerstone of my platform, whether it's looking at Wi-Fi service for downtown Chelsea, better technology for Chelsea schools, or how we're using technology at a city level to interact with you, the residents, and everything in between. Since my career has been in tech, you know I'm going to be involved every step of the way on a city level. That is a promise. On a related note, since I am a technology person, I am very well connected. Email, Skype, Snapchat, social media, you name it, you can connect with me on it. I'm here to connect with you. Another platform is transit. I am a transit person. I have not owned a car in 20 years, And while it's great that we're getting the Silver Line here in Chelsea, I feel that there are other transit issues that need to be addressed in Chelsea. Almost a third of the population uses the MBTA every day, and that's almost 10,000 riders daily. That is phenomenal. Go Chelsea for being green and so transit-centric. So why aren't we making transit work better in Chelsea? We need to work together as a city with the MBTA and independently on our own to come up with an action plan to make transit better. Our neighbor to the north, Everett, has already done this and is seeing great results with their community-supported bus lane up and down Broadway. Everett now has a long-range transit plan for its city. This is something that would take in the MBTA decades to complete. Everett did it in a few months. We need to do this here, and I will spearhead this issue. The rats. As a resident who battles the rat problem every week by filling in rat holes, I feel the residents' pain with the rats. While I think DPW is doing as much as they can to remediate the problem, Chelsea is working in a silo and when we really should not be. I read in the news around the metro area and I start to realize that we're not alone in the rat problem here in town. Many other cities and towns are having the same issue, and it's time to look up teaming with other cities and towns to work together. It's either the DPWs working together on remediation or going as a region to the EPA to look to get permission to use dry ice to combat the problem. Or maybe something else. I feel that working together as a region toward a long-term goal, we are more likely to achieve that goal by working together. As I said before, I have many other issues, but due to time restraints, I have to cut it short, so I urge you to check out my website at www.chrisforchelsea.com for more and additional information. And at this time, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I humbly ask for your vote on November 7th. Vote Chris for Chelsea, a fresh, professional approach for Chelsea. Thank you again.
Hello, my name is Jermaine Williams. I'm running for District 8 City Council, and it's a pleasure to meet you all. I've been a resident of Chelsea since 2015. I live here with my partner Maggie and our two sons, Jackson, who is 5, and Malcolm, who is about 4 months at the time of this taping. And I'm very excited to run for district councilor and really get out and listen to what people have to say, especially the residents of District 8. My 2 years that I've been here, I've noticed several things as I walk my child to Chelsea Elementary School and go down to Mi Salvador for lunch or dinner. And Chelsea has a lot to offer. And I know that everyone out there knows that. And I would just like to say, I would like to be the voice of District 8 and ensure that the topics that come to the district council are voted on in a way that represents your voice. And I've noticed several things in the few years that I've been here, and I've seen a lot of new developments going up, both businesses and real estate. A fantastic opportunity to, redevelop the waterfront. And I know that there's a revitalization of Broad Street that's happening. And all of those things I think will make for a better Chelsea, as long as we remember that we need to stay committed to the members of this community that helped found this institution, that helped to build this city, and that create the framework and the fabric of the city of Chelsea. We must always, always keep in mind the individuals and the families who have lived here and worked here for decades and for generations. So while I think we can keep an eye, towards the future, we also need to make sure that the way and the reason this city was built, that everyone who was involved has a place to stay in Chelsea, and that we're supportive of the entire community. So when you go out to vote early November, please, remember this. I'd love to have your vote. Again, my name is Jermaine Williams. I'm running for District 8 City Councilor. And please, if you want to contact me, call me at 617-466-9485. Once again, that's 617-466-9485. You can also email me at jfwilliams48. That's J, F as in Frank, Williams, FOR, the number 8, at gmail.com. jfwilliams48@gmail.com. We so very much love living in Chelsea and definitely want to be positively contributing to the city now and for the years moving forward. So I appreciate your time, and get out and vote and make a decision that's best for you. Okay. Have a good day.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jameer Rodriguez. I'm seeking re-election for City Council District 7. If elected, I will continue working with the Youth for Chelsea through the movement, a nonprofit organization I helped create at the beginning of my first year as City Councilor, as well as Chelsea Youth Basketball League, and through the collaborations I made with various community-based organizations, creating an exclusive environment for our youth that keeps them engaged, safe, and help build skills they can use to continue their lives, which is my big passion of mine. When my parents first bought the house about 20 years ago, I remember the blocks filled with kids playing manhunt, football, just outside having fun. Today's, those very same streets are littered with drugs and violence. I hope to create an environment where neighbors can start to know each other through Neighborhood Watch, monthly informative district meetings, and various events throughout my district. When looking out for one another, to make the city stronger, we need to work together. So in conclusion, I will continue to be the voice of our district and advocate for my constituents and small business owners in the area I have done for the past 2 years. What I lack in political experience, I make up in work ethic, passion, and ability to get things done. So thank you, Chelsea, for allowing me to serve as your city council for the past 2 years. I hope to continue that process for the next 2. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mark Rossi. I'm running for City Council in District 7. Like many of you at home, I speak more than one language in the House. So today I'll be speaking to you in both English and in Spanish. I've lived in Chelsea for the last 10 years. And the city is very important to me. I'm running for City Council in District 7 because District 7 has needs. We need dedication, we need accessibility, and we need accountability. We need a representative that is dedicated. For the last 10 years, I've served the Chelsea community on the Affordable Housing Trust Fund Board, on the Commission for Diversity and Empowerment, on the Licensing Commission, and most recently, on the Human Rights Commission. We need a person who is accessible, someone who will listen and take action on our behalf. I've met struggling business owners, I've met elderly folks, disabled folks living in houses that are literally crumbling around them. Houses that are infested with bed bugs, rats, mice. I've met parents and kids involved in the juvenile justice system who lack the fundamental resources and future prospects that any one of us, all of us, would want for our children. I am listening, and I'm ready to take action. I'm actually already working with community leaders to address the needs and concerns of our community. As your city councilor, I will be accessible. We also need a representative who is accountable to us. When we vote, we're hiring someone to do a job. As an attorney, I'm accountable to my clients. As a city councilor, I am accountable to you to show up, be prepared, and to take action. In other words, to do the job that you hired me to do. You know, people say that change is coming. Well, the fact of the matter is, change is happening now, right now. And we need someone ready to face it. Someone ready to face the challenges. Someone who is dedicated. Someone who is accessible. Someone who is accountable. That someone is me. Please visit my webpage, rossiforchelsea.com. And on November 7th, please vote for me, Mark Rossi, for District 7. Hola, mi nombre es Mark Rossi. Me estoy postulando como candidato por el distrito número 7. He vivido en Chelsea por los últimos 10 años y puedo decir que la ciudad es muy importante para mí. Me estoy postulando porque en el distrito número 7 tenemos necesidades. Necesitamos dedicación, necesitamos accesibilidad, necesitamos responsabilidad. Necesitamos un representante dedicado. Por los últimos 10 años, yo me he dedicado a la comunidad de Chelsea, sirviendo en la Comisión de Vivienda Asequible, la Comisión de Derechos Humanos, Licenciatura y la Comisión de Diversidad. Necesitamos una persona que escuchará a nuestros problemas y tomar acción por nuestro bien. He conocido muchas personas alrededor de la comunidad, vecinos, dueños de negocios sufriendo. He conocido padres y jóvenes involucrados en el sistema de justicia, que faltan recursos fundamentales, que faltan un futuro, algo que deseamos por todos los niños en la comunidad. Estoy escuchando y estoy listo para tomar acción. Estoy trabajando con socios comunitarios para enfrentar esos problemas y resolverlos. Como su concejal, siempre seré accesible. También necesitamos un representante que es responsable para nosotros, a nosotros. Cuando votamos, estamos contratando a alguien para hacer un trabajo. Como abogado, yo soy responsable a mis clientes. Como su concejal, seré responsable a ustedes. Ser presente, ser responsable y actuar por el bien de nosotros. La gente está diciendo que los cambios están viniendo, pero de hecho están aquí y necesitamos a alguien listo y responsable para enfrentar los cambios que ya están en nuestra comunidad y ser dedicado, ser accesible, ser responsable. Por favor, visiten mi página web, rossyparachelsea.com, y en el día 7 de noviembre, por favor, voten por mí. Mark Rossi. Gracias.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and the residents of Chelsea. My name is Rosemary Randazzo Carlisle. I am up for re-election to the Chelsea School Committee. I am the proud daughter of Rose and Ralph Randazzo, who lived in the city of Chelsea, and my brother Rick, who still lives in the city of Chelsea with me. I have 3 beautiful children, Chris, Tommy, and Renee, and I had just had my 7th grandchild. I am so happy to be here to talk to you about children. The students in the city of Chelsea deserve a proper education. People keep asking me, why do I keep running? It's because of the students in the city of Chelsea. I want to make sure they have a proper education, that when they leave the Chelsea Public Schools, they will be proud to say that I graduated from Chelsea High School. Chelsea High School had over 300 students graduating. We had close to 65 to 70% going on to college and secondary schools. The others were going into the military and into the workforce. To me, I think that's a wonderful number to project to the people in the city of Chelsea, because you'll know that we are educating your children. We have a Clark Ave school that's almost built, and I'm happy to say soon it will be done, and we'll have all the students in a beautiful, new, high-tech school. We have problems in the city, yes we do, but doesn't everyone in the United States of America? Talking of violence, it happens everywhere. So to the people in the city of Chelsea, we have the proper people manning our schools to make sure the kids are safe in the Chelsea Public Schools. I have talked to many police officers, and they are in there taking and protecting your students. We need to make sure when the students go home from school, they have the proper schooling in the house too. Because if they're coming home with homework, we want the parents to help with the students. The teachers have your students for close to 7 hours a day, especially with the after-school program. We need to know that the parents are asking their children what they learned in school and how they can help them at home. If the parents need help, the teachers are always willing to help you. Speaking of teachers, we have a great staff in the Chelsea Public Schools. I try to meet most of them, but there's so many. But the ones I know, when I talk to them, they are happy to be here in the city of Chelsea and they love your children. The administrators will be there for your students too. We have a great staff there. We have a great superintendent who is running the public schools, Mary Bork. Mary is a Chelsea person too, so she knows what the students in the city of Chelsea need. What we need is for you people to come out and vote for the candidate you feel is doing a good job. I feel I have put my heart and soul into doing what I do for the children. Please come out and vote for the person you feel that can do the best for your students. We have a couple new people coming into the school committee, and I want you to look at them and make sure that they're the people you want to run the Chelsea Public Schools. I want to thank Chelsea Community Cable, Dookie Bradley, and his staff for giving me the opportunity to come into your living room or your kitchen or in your bedrooms and talk to you about education. If you need to get in touch with me, I have an email address and I have a phone number. Please call me if you have a problem. I will be there for you because I'm going to be there for your children. God bless America. Thank you all very much.
Hi, my name is Kelly Garcia, and I'm running for my second term on the Chelsea School Committee. As a lifelong Chelsea resident, I am dedicated to changing and improving our school system. As a product of a so-called throwaway city, I am proud to say I am an educator and I have a master's degree in education. While serving on the board, I proposed a safe haven resolution, a policy that protects all students regardless of gender, sexual orientation, ethnicity, and socioeconomic background. The Chelsea Public School System is a place where we welcome all students. I stand before you seeking your vote on November 7th, and I hope to see you there. Thank you.